Good morning, guys. All right, so we've got a few decent movers this morning. Let me see. ATOS ended up coming back down, but like I said, we still got a few decent movers. We got NOK, DFFN pushing up nicely. NCTY, LTBR is pushing up with some decent volume. Went up to 269. Gonna watch it over that 250 $half area. Let me see. NCTY just broke over $1. Gonna keep an eye on that one. Yeah, we'll see if ATOS in fact does test it. It went up to 98. Good morning, Melody. Yeah, we'll see what ATOS does. Good morning, Chuck. All right, so I'm going to kind of watch DFFN here as well. But yeah, we got NOK gapping up a pretty big amount. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and add my watch list to the chat and then go over some of these stocks that I see moving. We'll see. It washed out in pre-market with SKLN. So I don't want to get my hopes up too much about it. Alright, so that's my watch list for this morning. You can see DFFN is at 70 cents now, went up to 76 cents. Looks somewhat interesting. SGYP gapping up as well at 240, closed at 218, so a decent gap up. ATOS, like we were saying, went all the way up to 98 cents and then washed out some in pre-market this morning, but it's still pushing up nicely, still up a big amount, and the volume looks okay with it as well. And so we'll see if it tests $1 today. Good morning, JT. What's up, Matt? All right, so you see what I did there? I typed in MORN. I didn't know if it was you put it in all caps, and so I didn't know if it was a stock or if you were saying good morning. But yeah, SKLN dropping down some this morning. Closed at 136, went up to 148, got rejected at the $half. Now it's at 123. Few decent gappers this morning. I'll see if I can find anything else that's moving that I don't see. Look at AFMD here, gapping up some. It's got some steady volume, not the highest volume, but it's pushing up some. OPGN. Good morning, Juan. Oh no, you're good, JT. No, I was just kind of messing with you, man. But yeah, so we got OPGN gapping up pretty big, went over 5, touched 550, came back down to $5. We'll see what it does this morning. We have AFMD at $1.70. DCIX is on my watch list as well, but since I put it on my watch list, it's dropped down to just over $3. We'll see if it can hold over 3, but it's not my favorite, and these are one of the stocks that I don't trust that much. And then there's ROX. No volume to follow it up though. ZFGN started to push up, never really followed through. IPAS. Yeah, IPAS looks interesting. Had that really big spike right before the close. It's usually one of the swing trading patterns I look for, is this big volume spike before the close. Good call, but I do want to see it move a little bit more. So we'll see if it spikes at the open possibly. Alright, so let's see if I can trade any of these. I could trade LTBR, not NCTY. I can trade NOK. I can trade DFFN. I can trade SGYP. I can trade DCIX. Cannot trade SKLN or ATOS. Can trade ADOM and IMGN. See OPGN. Nope. Nope. So I can trade about half. RWLK slight gap up. Let's see why some of these are moving. All right, so LTBR. Good morning, Shyam, James. MUX. Yeah, it looks okay, decent on the daily chart as well. Let me see. All right, so LTBR. LTBR reports winning of a key patent in Europe and China for innovative metallic fuel design is what LTBR is gapping up some. Okay, interesting. NCTY. Alright, so NCTY signed a solar deal. NCTY said Thursday that its Singapore subsidiary signed a partnership agreement with CNI, Singapore Renewable and Innovative Tech, on the distribution of solar energy using blockchain technology. And so that's the reason it's gapping up some. NCTY, we'll see about NOK. See what catalyst NOK has. So NOK is Nokia. Alright, so Nokia shares are up 9.4% after the company posted strong quarterly profit. So that's the reason Nokia is up. And okay, let's see about DFFN. Alright, so DFFN announces allowances of 2 U.S. patent applications. Alright, so that's the reason it's gapping up. There's also SGYP up to 239. Alright, so SGYP achieved a cash balance requirement to access additional capital. So that's the reason it's gapping up. You can see DCIX is gapping up as well. This is a blockchain / crypto related stock, I believe. It's at 312. What's Bitcoin at nowadays? I haven't been following along with it as close as I probably should have. Last time I looked at it, it had fallen down to like 11 grand or something like that. But yeah, ATOS, we'll see if it can test 1 sometime today. It's at 84 now. And also watching ADOM here. Welcome, Meter. Welcome. Glad to have you, man. But yeah, ADOM, gonna look at this one as well, see if it can break over 2. But yeah, we've got okay volume this morning. Hopefully we can get some follow through here and have a few decent runners this morning. It's at 9K now on. Yeah, I felt bad for everybody that used BitConnect. It was kind of sad. A lot of people were posting on YouTube that they were going to quit their jobs because BitConnect and all this stuff, and then it just closed down. Everybody lost their savings. It was just, I felt bad for them. You know, but that's why, you know, Bitcoin always seemed a little random to me, especially as like a new form of currency as well as a new tradable security. It just seems a little bit more random and hard to judge whether it's going to go up. It's really volatile, which is what traders look for, but it's very random, so a little scary. Atheon, just kind of experience. I watched a lot of YouTube videos, you know. That's basically it. I kind of taught myself aside from watching YouTube videos. And yeah, this week has been a much better week. I've had 2 very small profitable days and then 1 break-even day so far this week. And I hate to say it, but the only thing I really changed is I stopped shorting as much. You know, and I've been going strictly long, and that's kind of been what works for me. And that makes sense because as soon as I was able to short, that's when I went on that big downswing because I was looking for shorts too much. And so I think I just know how to trade longs much better. And shorting is something I'm still pretty new at, and so it's kind of tough for me to do. Yeah, so Bitcoin's at 9.2. Yeah, $9,204. Yeah, I mean, there's no telling. Um, it all just depends on the rumor mill, how much hype gets around it. All right, so let's see if I can find anything else that's moving a little bit. AFMD maybe, but AFMD doesn't look too bad. It's at 170 now. I may keep this one on my watch list. Yeah, honestly, Melody, I just don't know that much about it. I don't want to claim to be an expert on it. Just from what I've seen, it's just really volatile, which can be good for traders if you know how to trade it and kind of take advantage of the huge swings it makes. But, you know, with huge swings like it's taken where it goes up and down 10,000, in a few weeks, that's pretty big swings for a currency and for a tradable security. And so, you just got to be careful with it. AVIR is gapping up a small amount as well. I think I said OPGN already at 5. This one looks interesting. We'll see if LTBR can hold over the $0.50 area right here. Yeah, it looks like these ETFs are starting to run again. You can see VIXY and UVXY. UVXY is all the way back to 12. See what it does over 12.28, where that high of yesterday was. Let's see if DFFN holds where that support was previously at 68. Watch it if it breaks over 76 is what I'm going to do. It just dropped under it really quickly at 67 now. We'll see. Right, Melody. That's how I feel. I know you could buy like portions of Bitcoins, but I'm not about to spend $10,000 on any tradable security, even if it's a digital currency. Not right now, at least. I just don't have the money to do that. But I'm not hating on. I know a lot of people made some decent money with it, and so, if they made money, I can't really hate on them for it. CORT. If you like the more expensive stocks, CORT is starting to run. SKLN sitting at 121 now. Looks to be finding some support here at 120 where this previous resistance was. So we'll see if it can hold over 120 now after forming a base there. We'll see if ATOS can run back up and start testing $1. But it may get rejected, so just be careful. It's got a long ways to go before it gets back up to $1, and so it's going to need some momentum for sure if it's actually going to break 1 today. Let's look at some down gappers. ONCS gapping down some from 180. EGOV gapping down some from 1660. It's at 1320 now. KONE gapping down some from 535. It's at 478. DPW. OMI gapping down some from 21 at 1860 now. CGEN small gap down from 3. HTBX, this was a big runner yesterday, gapping down a little bit, closed at 340 at 322 now. This one ran a pretty big amount yesterday. Now it's just not doing too much in pre-market. RIOT gapping down some from 1375. GNBC gapping down as well. CNIT small gap down. ITUS gapping down from 373. FTFT down, MARA down. So a lot of these are these crypto stocks, these blockchain related stocks. And you can see a lot of them are washing out. We'll see if it rebounds, but I'm not the most confident in it. We'll see. AKER. Yeah, I do like AKER. It's got above average volume so far in after hours and pre-market. Look, see if it holds over 28 and then bounces back. Maybe a washout long up to that 229.90 area or that 30-cent point for AKER, but I do like this one. EXK. Yeah, we'll see if EXK will hold support at that 230 point like it had previously. NBEV. Yeah, this one just has low volume, but we'll see, if it breaks over 4. SGYP at 238. Watch it over 244. Russia's about to open up its own crypto exchange. That's interesting. Yeah, after BitConnect, I would be really careful with crypto exchange and specifically crypto lending as well after BitConnect. AFMD. Yeah, BPMX looks okay. Moving a little bit more than it usually does in pre-market. Like to see some more volume though, but see if it can run some. JAGX. Yeah, this one as well. We'll see if it breaks over that 1320 cent resistance point. But yeah, AFMD looks interesting. This is one of the ones I'm watching closely. It's a small gap up. It showed up on my small gap scanner. But like I said before, something I noticed is that a lot of times the very small gappers are the ones that run the most. Just because the big gappers like this, either they'll go sideways many of the times or they'll wash out. Sometimes they end up running, but from what I've seen, more often than not, if it gaps up a huge amount like this, it ends up either washing out or You know, it may run, but going sideways is possible too. And DFFN is the kind of the same thing, but it's starting to wash out a little bit more than I wanted it to. It's down to 65. ADOM at 96. We're going to watch it over 2. PIR. Yeah, this one may be interesting. It put a low in at 323. So we'll see if it can hold and start pushing up. Maybe start testing that 350 on a rebound play for PIR. OPGN as well. We'll see if it can hold over 5. But yeah, guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to go make myself some juice before the open, so I'll be back maybe 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, I'm back. So we'll see if LTBR can hold back over this 250 level. And still watching ATOS, but like I said before, it's got a lot of room to get up to that $1 point. So we'll see. Good morning. The box 360. Shyam, from what I see, if as long as TradeNet labels it with a T for tradable, as long as TradeNet says it's tradable, it's shortable as well. I'm pretty confident that's kind of what happens. As long as it says tradable, it's shortable, but I can't be 100% sure. You can see ZN went all the way up to 293, came back to 226. Good morning, Power Zone. All right, we'll see what DCIX does here. It's at 314. Gonna keep an eye on this one for sure as well. Right, I thought that was you, Andre. MYSC. Yeah, we'll see if this one can hold over too. And yeah, NOK is such a big gap up. We'll see. It hasn't had a really big range so far in pre-market. It's had a pretty small range. So we'll see if it has a big range at the open, but I'm just worried it's not going to move enough. You can see DCIX here up to 330. So getting a big volume spike with DCIX up to 330, up to 334. 338 now. DCIX is getting a big spike. I think DCIX is a blockchain related stock. Let me see. Oh, it's a shipping stock. So if DCIX is running, let's look at TOPS. Getting a volume spike. SHIP. It's not following it. DRYS. Well, DCIX and TOPS are getting spikes. Still watching DFFN to see if it holds over that 65 cent level. But yeah, we got some okay volume this morning. Hopefully it keeps up. Yeah, I looked at DRYS. It just wasn't following along with the other ones. It's sitting firm at 336. But you can see DCIX here up to 347. And then TOPS. I mean, TOPS isn't really getting a secondary spike. It looks like it's just DCIX, which a lot of times has been the alpha shipping stock that most of the other ones follow. So we'll see. You know, really nice volume spike. It may have been news specific to DCIX. Gonna watch AFMD here in between this 160 and 185 point. I'm gonna switch SGYP and NOK. I'm gonna put SGYP here and NOK on the other monitor, just because I'm worried it's not gonna move too much. AKER. Yeah, somebody brought that one up earlier. I have it on my other monitor. It's at 29 even now. That one looks interesting over that 30-cent point. Alright guys, but we got 2 minutes left. Good morning, Eric. Good morning, Amy. Yeah, the biggest thing to look for with U-Stock, Amy, is limited liquidity. That's easily the most frustrating thing about U-Stock, is that sometimes like stocks that are running up with huge volume will be labeled limited liquidity. And so aside from that, they're a decent broker. I've used them for a while now, but you know, that's probably the biggest complaint I have with them. Alright guys, we got less than a minute left. Good morning, Maxwell. Alright guys, 15 seconds. Good luck, everyone. Right, that's probably the safe bet, Amy. Alright, so there's the open. DCIX jumping up here. It's at 337 now for DCIX. NCTY falling under 1. LTBR dropping. SGYP dropping. DCIX, guys, look at DCIX. This is a huge move here. Up to 361. Nice little pre-market high. Excuse me. Nice little pre-market high break, but it moved too fast. I missed it. Up to 364. Okay, we got AKER here. Pushing up to test that previous high. Oh, and it's limited liquidity. Man. I might still try to jump in. We'll see how well it works with the AKER. ATOS is washing out. So big pullback on DCIX. Nice, Andre. LTBR looks to be filling some of that gap down. There goes AKER. I'm probably going to be a little late here. See if it'll get me in. Nope. Nope, tried to jump in. A little bit too late to get in now, but man, that's the frustrating thing about U-Stock. It's got what is this? 613,000 shares traded per minute, and it's still limited liquidity. ABEV. Testing 7. Here's a little pullback on AKER. BPMX, somebody brought this one up earlier. Appreciate it, MZ. Appreciate that, man. Thanks for the donation, bro. That's awesome, man. Appreciate the support, man. Alright, so you can see BPMX here. Gonna wash it if it can break this 1424 level. The ideal thing I want AKER to do is hold support where that pre-market high was. What's DCIX doing? LTBR looked like a good short. I just missed it. JT, it means you can only use limit orders, and it's just really tough to get in. Yeah, no problem, Melody. Thanks for watching. Alright, so you can see AKER is having a pullback here. It's a really big pullback, but it looks to be trying to hold support where that pre-market high was. And so AKER is still interesting to me, but it's still limited on U stock, which is frustrating. ATOS having a big bounce here. There goes AKER. It held support where that previous pre-market high was, so that's a perfect bull flag pattern right there. Can't get into it though, which is frustrating because it looks like the best setup I see right now. ATOS starting to come back here. You see ATOS trying to make the reversal here. NOG pushing up nicely. Gonna wait for a pullback on NOG. AFMD. AFMD looks interesting. PDS has been pushing up nicely at the open this morning. Not the most volume though. AKER breaking the high of day. I tried to buy 500 shares of this one at about 30 cents, but would have been up almost. All right, there goes ATOS here, guys. All right, I'm in ATOS with 100 shares, very small share size. Gonna let it work, see if it can get up to that $1 area. I'll give it a little bit of time here. But yeah, look at AKER. Really nice pattern there. Big drop with ATOS. If it holds under that previous high right there at about 86, I'm going to jump out of it. I guess I'll let it go down to this 83 level. But yeah, frustrated I couldn't get in AKER. That was the one I was looking for the most. Tried to get in at 30 cents with 500 shares. Would have been up almost 15. But that's the frustrating part about limited liquidity on U stock. OPGN. NOG looks interesting here. Had a nice little 1 minute pullback play. Alright, so ATOS up to 87, 88. We'll see if it gets up there. I want this one to start testing $1. If it gets some hype around it, there it goes, breaking the high of the day. Trying to at least, right up there. See if we can get up to 90 cents now. Yeah, OPGN, we'll see if it can reverse here as well. Get back over that 450 mark. Potential double top with ATOS. I don't know if I like that. PDS here looks interesting. Trying to get over that high at 374. The spread got a little bit better with ATOS, but we'll see. The little cheap pennies are running this morning. All right, there goes PDS here. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and jump out of ATOS here for a small loss. Ugh. Brutal drop. I should have seen the double top coming with it, but I guess it's my fault. PDS. I'm going to jump in PDS here with 100 shares. Let's see if we can pick up some more volume. There goes NOG. NOG looks interesting as well. Just broke that high. It had bad news, PO. All right, there goes NOG. That's kind of the push I was looking for. Found support over 220, and then it's starting to run up a little bit. Up to 229 now with NOG. ZN, look at ZN here. Really nice pattern forming. ZN starting to run big, guys. Same thing with NOG. 264 now. Look at ZN here. $235 on NOG. ZN broke over the $0.50. No, I never got in AKER. Yeah, it's just frustrating, Joshua. That limited liquidity is definitely frustrating. Just that some of those stocks are labeled limited liquidity when they obviously have a lot of liquidity, which is the frustrating part about it. Here's a pullback on PDS. NOK starting to run some. ZN dropping all the way back down to 230s. Here's a little 1 minute pullback on NOG here. On which one, Melody? Alright, there goes NOG here. I might have to jump in this one after this move. Let's hope I don't get faked out here. Alright, I'm in NOG with 50 shares. A little bit worried about a fake out. There we go, up to 238. I'm trying to give PDS time, but maybe a longer term trade. Yeah, that's what I was worried about with NOG here. Ugh, gross. $4 loss on NOG. Maybe I should have let it hold here, but I thought I might get faked out on that one. Alright, so NOK is testing the $0.50 at 550. There it goes up to 550 on NOK. Yeah, I'm a little worried NOK may get rejected here at that $0.50. We'll see. SND pushing. GNW looks like a very high float stock, but it's pushing up as well. All right, so there goes NOK breaking the $0.50. It's at 9.52 now. $5.53. $5.55, pushing up nicely here. Thanks for watching, Melody. Have a good one. Alright, so PDS is testing that 380 high of the day. You can see CS, a little bit more expensive of a stock, but it just broke the high of the day. It's at 1964 now. INPX. CAAP. Look at INPX, another cheap penny stock running. These little cheapers have been running pretty big today. Yeah, I usually try to stay away from IPOs. If I do trade them, they're usually a little bit longer term holds. Alright, so there goes PDS testing that 380 level. It broke it for a split second. We'll see if it follows through here. I'm a little bit worried about a double top and a lot of sellers on the level 2 now. Nice little 1 minute pullback on NOK here. I may jump out of PDS here after this pullback once it failed. Look at CBAY here. Getting some momentum. Yeah, there goes NOK. Had a nice little 1 minute pullback. We'll see if it continues here. Alright, so there goes PDS back up to 380. Spread's a little bit better as well. BPMX. Yeah, here comes BPMX testing that high of the day. QNST. There goes NOG dropping down. NEPT. Yeah, NEPT getting a volume spike here. Yeah, let's see if it forms that candle area around the whole dollar of 12, or the handle area around the whole dollar of 12. There goes BPMX breaking over the high of the day here. Up to 14.5 cents. Up to over 14.5 cents on BPMX, broke the high of the day, still running here. Almost up to 15. A lot of momentum. Twitter. Yeah, Twitter's trying to break that 26 level now. Yeah, there's the handle, maybe, on QNST. We'll see if it forms that handle. Nice, Andre. Good job, man. And NOK pulling back here. Yeah, I'm getting ready to sell PDS here. It's just been struggling to get over that $0.50 area. Volume increased, had a big drop after the volume increase, so I'm just going to go ahead and get out of there for basically a break-even trade. Very small loss. I'm maybe looking to buy NOK at this 550 level. But man, look at BPMX here. Huge run after that break of the high of the day. I swear, if PDS starts to run here after pulling back again, I'm going to be aggravated. Back up to 380 on PDS. Up to 381 again. How ridiculous, man. There's a little 1 minute pullback on BPMX. I guess I can't be too upset. PDS just doesn't have any volume. Up to 381 again on PDS. I almost need to stop watching it. I'm just going to get aggravated. Yep. For sure aggravated now. LITB getting a volume spike here. Look at ESV here, guys. Broke the high of the day. TAER. Yeah, unfortunately it's OTC. Alright, so I'm watching NOK here. Seeing if it's going to bounce off of the 550 level and start heading back up. Watching the level 2, I want to see 52 on the bid before I consider getting in. JASO. There's the handle on QNST. We'll see if it holds and follows through here. TGI's been washing out all morning. Yep, Adelie, it's pretty slow. Appreciate it, TM. Have a good one, man. TEAR. Yeah, you got to be careful with some of these bigger chat rooms. You know, the thing about a lot of these bigger chat rooms is that, you know, the host of the chat, like the guru or whoever it is, if it's a guru hosting it or whatever it is, the host of the chat will brag about all their huge gains in the market. You know, they'll say, I made this so and so much this year, but a lot of the times their chat room pumps, and he'll call out a stock. Everybody in the chat room will buy it, and then he'll sell it into the spike and leave everybody bag holding the stock. And so you got to be really careful with those guru chat room pumps. You know, even if those gains are real, a lot of times they're just from pumping up stocks in the chat room and then taking advantage of their followers. And so you got to be careful with those for sure. QNST breaking over the high of the day. It was a pretty cup and handle pattern. A few people called that one out. Looked nice. See, NOG finally dropped under that $0.50 area. It's at 549 now. Appreciate it, MZ. Yeah, I use Robinhood. Thanks for the, man, thanks, appreciate it, bro. Thanks for the donation, man. Yeah, I use Robinhood. A lot of times I use Robinhood more for swing trades. But sometimes I'll day trade with it. I'm still waiting for them to come out with their web-based platform with Robinhood. But yeah, appreciate the donation, man. That's awesome. Thank you so much, man. All right, so we'll see if QNST holds that previous resistance as support. Dropping down, testing 12. Yeah, so far today hasn't been a great day, but a few small losses overall. And this is the first losing day I've had this week, and so I'll take it. You know, much better this week than last week. And yeah, guys, like I said before, I think the thing I'm doing differently this week is I'm not shorting as much. I think getting in my head that I could short it was a good idea, but I just don't know how to short as well as I know how to, you know, profit from long setups. But yeah, man, thanks again, MZ. That's awesome, man. GSUM getting some volume here. It's testing the high of the day at around 14. Z and GA is right around the high of the day now, keeping an eye on it. Rashid, no, I was using the platform. It wasn't the web-based one, it was the regular platform. I think it cost me about 200 a month, 150, 200 a month. So it's pretty expensive, which is one of the reasons I stopped using SureTrader. It's just too expensive for me. YUME here getting a spike at 395. YUME still doesn't have much volume, but got a spike, so we'll see if it follows through here. QNST dropping down under the whole dollar of 12. What did BPMX ever do? It got up to, it made a really nice push. Market's a little slow. Hopefully tomorrow for Friday we get some big movers. ADVM. Yeah, it's pushing up nicely. It just doesn't have the volume to back it up, but I mean, it's running up nicely. We'll see what it does at this half dollar at 750. Unfortunately, John, I can't. I use Trade Idea Scanner, and so since it's a paid scanner, I don't want to get in trouble for showing my viewers the scanner. Under $1, MZ. What's moving now under $1? BPMX. BPMX just broke that high right here. It's at 16.49, or it's at 16 now. Just broke over 16 cents. Flagged really nicely, getting a big volume spike here, up to about 700,000 shares traded. And so BPMX is probably the biggest runner right now, under $1. I think INPX was moving earlier, but it stopped moving as much. ATOS has been going sideways all morning. ADVM breaking over the 750 level. Well, it always depends on the price of the stock. Atheon. If the stock's anywhere from $2 to $8, maybe $2 to $8, I think decent volume is 40, 50, 60,000 shares per minute, preferably more. Like really good volume would be like 200,000-300,000 shares per minute, but low volume is like under 20. If it's a stock in between 2 and 8, Now, obviously, the little cheap stocks like BPMX that are 16 cents, they're going to have way more shares traded per minute. But, yeah, I usually at least want to see 30, 40,000 shares per minute if I'm going to jump into it. ZN slowly creeping up. Looks like it's going to test the 250s. NOK. Yeah, it does look like a nice little pullback here for NOK on the 5 minute. I just wanted to see it hold over that 550 level. Wow, look at NOK's volume. And I mean, NOK is a high float stock, So it's going to have more shares traded naturally just because it has a bigger float. But it still has a ton of shares traded right now, and it's moving nicely. Let's see how it reacts to this 550 level again. It's trying to get back over it. And we'll see if BPMX can hold over 16. BSPM. Yeah, BSPM's getting a spike here as well. ONVO. Yeah, ONVO's getting a nice spike as well. It had 125,000 shares traded for this little jump, but it seems to have come down some. We'll see if it regains some of that volume and starts to continue for ONVO. BSPM pushing up here, breaking the high of day. And NOG is starting to try to come back here. Yeah, see, NOG has good volume, about 50,000 shares traded per minute usually. But yeah, look at BSPM here. Nice, over 100,000 shares. It's breaking out some. BSPM, good call. Up to 367, so a huge push with BSPM. Spread's kind of crazy with BSPM though. ERIC is trying here. It's a high float stock, but it's trying. Big pullback on BSPM. We'll see if it holds over that $0.50 level. Alright, so there goes NOK. This is when I was considering getting in earlier. I'm going to go ahead and jump in with 100 shares here, set my stop loss if it breaks down under the $0.50 level. For NOK. This will probably be my last trade for the day. My ultimate plan is to see if we can get over that 561 high. There goes BPMX here, pushing up to 1620. Yeah, I just saw the same thing, MZ. Trying to make a test for the high of the day on BPMX. And BSPM slowly creeping up towards that high of the day again. Big pullback there. AKER. Yeah, it's holding over 32. There goes NOK breaking over that channel it was forming in between 52 and 53. Yeah, I'm probably going to end up closing the stream down now. I'll set a safe stop at 550 and kind of let this one sit for a little bit. 549. But yeah, guys, good luck for the rest of the day. Appreciate all the love and support, guys. Appreciate the donation, MZ. I appreciate the support, man. MZ, did you send me 2 donations today? Yeah, you did, man. Appreciate it, bro. Thanks for the support, man. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and close the stream down now. Good luck for the rest of the day, guys. Big pullback on BPMX here. I'll let NOK sit, see if it can continue on its climb up. But yeah, guys, good luck for the rest of the day. Everyone do me a favor. If you appreciate this content, hit the subscribe button right now. It helps support us. So if you want to help support us, click the subscribe button. Appreciate all the support, MZ and everybody else. Later, guys. Good luck for the rest of the day. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.